Hello Internet, so nice to see you. This is a video of our series Band Problems where we use music theory to solve the problems you may have in your band. And this that I'm going to talk about today, it's a super common problem. Let's say you are a guitar player and you just wrote a song and this song has a very complex rhythm. Maybe it has an odd time signature or strange accent and it's fun to play with rhythm to create a song, okay? It's actually one of the things you want to do. And then you go meet your band, and then you have the challenge of communicating the complex rhythm to your drummer. And make no mistake here, the drummer has to understand the rhythm because the drummer is responsible for around 50% of the impact of the song. If the drums are right, the song is gonna sound good. If the drums are not right, you can do whatever you want. The song is not gonna sound good. So it's absolutely vital that your drummers understand the rhythm that you wrote. How do you communicate a complex rhythm to your drummer? There is more than one way depending on how your drummer, on what your drummer can and cannot do. A student asked me exactly that. How can I go communicating a 13/8 rhythm with a complex accent to my drummer? This is the answer I gave him.
My question is about teaching your drummer how to play specific beats over your songs. So I compose full songs, write every instrument, and sometimes there are parts of the songs where I can tell my drummer like just play half. What do you call it?
Halftime feel.
Half time, full time, double time, and 3/4, 6/8, 4/4, etc. And he just follows, and it works good, and he learns the song. The more repetitions he does, he learn better. But sometimes I have a part that's like 13/8, and you have to accent the fifth eighth note because the riff accents also the fifth eighth note, etc., etc. I can, like, I don't know, write it down on the whiteboard or show him the notation, but the problem is making him like count this, understand this. And I would like to ask you if you have any good method of communicating it to such musicians that it's easy to understand.
So you're
Basically.
asking me if we can communicate and or teach a drummer. Your question was doomed from the start. No, I'm joking. Do your drummer read standard notation? It's a yes or a no.
But we are talking standard notation for drums, so it's
yeah. Not, I'm not asking if he can read notes. I'm just asking
Yeah.
if he reads the rhythmic notation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Okay.
reads.
Okay. So you could potentially write this down in standard notation. If you give that to him, is it gonna work, or you don't see this working?
Yeah, it is going to work. I want just like it to work like faster because it's I mean, some people who are good in maths, for example, who don't have a limited beliefs about their mathematical abilities, they can count rhythm and it's okay.
I mean, with limiting abilities or limiting
Limiting
belief,
beliefs.
mathematical ability, meaning counting up to 13.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, it has to be said. Okay.
That's the reality. Just
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. It
you
is.
know
It
it.
is
Yeah,
reality. It is
and
reality.
I mean maybe it is psychological. They have hard time just really doing it.
Okay. Well, you can find alternate form of notation if you want. So you can just break up the bar into the accents. Okay. So like I don't know, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. It's no 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1. That will be the 13. Okay. Okay. So 3 groups of 3 and 2 groups of 2, and we get to 13. Okay. So you just tell the limits: 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. And then it counts this way: 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2, or something like that. Any combination of accent will work. But rather than giving him standard notation where this thing looks horribly complex, you give them the number immediately and say, now you have a section with that, and you repeat it 6 times, and then we have this and that, and then maybe they understand faster. That would be one way. Another way is to play that for him. So you could have an idea on what kind of drums you want there. Okay, so think in your mind what sounds you want and try to reproduce as best as you can on your guitar, and see if he understands that. You teach him the song. Another idea is write the drum part on a computer, the whole thing, whatever, record the backing track, give it to him, and go like, learn this for next time. Okay, that actually works. You can do this with any musician or singer, by the way. Okay, and it's a way for him to have an idea, and it also has a track that he can practice together with. We can double check if he's doing the right thing by just practicing over with the track. You can use all those systems, so you can write it down and teach it to him and give him the track. That would be even faster. Makes sense? Now, when you write the notation, you don't have to use only the standard notation. You can also just write down the accents. Okay? Stuff like you're changing the chord before the bar line. You just make a tie, put a note, and make the tie and put an accent on the note just before the bar line, so he understands. I had to put the accent on the change of the chord. Things like that. So you don't have to hit. You don't have to write every single hit. You just need to write where the accents are and let him figure out what to do with those accents. That would be the way I will go about it. I will do all those things. Okay. Now the story I have here, Thomas told me this story, but it's about George Bellas. You know George Bellas. You know that George Bellas will never write a 4/4 rhythm in his life. Okay, his albums are intricate sequences of numbers. Okay, one closer than the other. Apparently, what happens? I haven't verified this myself, but I mean, Thomas has been a student of George Bellas, so he knows. George Bellas entered the studio with a printout of the drum part, where he notated every single hits that you want, every single hi-hat hit, every single cymbal hit, all the kicks, all the drum, everything painstakingly notated, okay, in standard notation. Then they just need to find a drummer who can read the damn thing at high speed and play it on the spot, which is typically the problem. Apparently, at a certain point, he went through 5 drummers in the same album because they were burning out, okay, or something like that. Okay, you have to balance the artistic integrity, like I want this, with the level of detail you want to give to your drummer, and your drummer can take. Not all drummers are Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater, old Dream Theater drummer. Not all drummers can do that in real time or can manage counting different kinds of bars one after each other with ease. They can all learn, but it may take some time. You need to have a little bit of patience with them. Okay, so do all the 3 things. Ask your drummer what he wants to. Do all these 3 things and see what he's using, and if he's using only 1 or all 3 of them, and keep doing that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Do that. That's the answer.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thanks.